So, hello, welcome to this training video on Google Plus, and I am Dr. Uh, Will Deyamport, an instructional technologist with the district. So, I'm going to, in this video, give you sort of a quick sort of crash course training on Google Plus, how you can use Google Plus for professional development purposes, for teaching and learning purposes, for networking with other educators across the U.S. and the globe, and some other uh, some other stuff. So, uh, what you are doing here is when you log in to your uh, email address, or you can actually log in through Chrome. But for this, let's log into your email address. What you will see when you log into your email address, click here for mail for a second, so you'll see um, if you have your Google Plus account, what you will see is a bunch of things here at the top: calendar, Google Drive, Gmail, images, search, whatever. So if you have your Google Plus account already set up, what you will do here is click plus. It'll have a plus your first name. So mine is Will, so it has plus Will. So it could be plus Tracy, plus Edward, whatever. And once you click on that, it will take you here to your Google Plus. Now, once you are in Google Plus, you will see your Hangouts over here. You will see your notifications right here. And what generally happens is when a notification pops up, you will get it first in your email address. If you have Google Plus on your phone, excuse me, if you have Google Plus on your phone, you will receive, the notification on your phone. So you can have that set up to specify what type of notification that you want to receive, but you'll get it that way. So here are your notifications. It will tell you if someone posts on a topic that you have that you've left a comment in. These notifications right here are from an instructional technologist community that I am a member of on Google Plus, and we will show you the communities. These are different people who have added me on Google Plus, and this is someone posted in another community that I'm involved in, so it pops up here. And as you can see, these are all the people that have added me back. Okay, so those are notifications. Now, these are the different circles that I have. And once you set up your account, you will be able to create different circles as you would like, but different circles will be there in the beginning. And so, of course, I have educators, tech instructors, Hattiesburg schools, which involves all of the teachers or whatever that's in the district. Well, not everyone, but people who are Google Plus that I have seen that I've added. Then they're just following and all. So, for example, if I were to click the Hattiesburg schools, everyone, this is Dr. Gaines. Some of you may know her, but every teacher who has ever who posts their posts will show up specifically under this feed, and then same thing with all of the tech instructors that I've put in here. They will show up here. So when you click all, what happens is all of your circles will come into one feed, which I like because it's a lot easier to follow that way. All right, so let's get to the home. In your home, you have your profile, people, photos, communities, events, on-air hangouts, pages, location, games, etc. So if you click the profile, it will actually show your individual profile. Okay, And in here, here it has your about me page, about, which is, it has your bio information here. Okay. If you click on posts, it will show a history of every posting that you've done. I don't know how far it goes back, but as you can see, uh, these are the postings that I've done over the past, I guess, month or so. And they're right here. You go photos, and these are all the photos that I have posted to Google Plus. So they're right here. Okay, so let's get out of profile and we can go back home. Again, you can go photos, and your photos can be either uploaded on your using your laptop, uh, cell phone, or smartphone, or your tablet. Now, remember, if you are using a smartphone and you're using your Google Plus app, I'm assuming this works the same with the tablet, is you are going to have to go into your settings to make sure that your photos are not automatically uploaded to Google Plus. Because without changing that setting, any photo you take will be uploaded. So there may be some personal photos of family or friends or whatever that you don't want the public to see. And so that way you want to go into your settings and take that heading, take that off. Earlier I spoke about the community. So when you click on communities, these are all of the communities that I have joined. And if you are familiar with Facebook, then you know that Facebook has what they call Facebook groups. And so this follows the same sort of philosophy of groups that are created around specific interests. And groups are set up basically in two ways. There are open groups in which you can just click to join, and then there are sort of private communities in which when you click to join, the moderator must give you permission to join. And so I'm going to click in Hattiesburg teachers. I actually created this private community for teachers, and it's for teachers to come in and share best practices, posts, different links that they find interesting that they may think other teachers may be interested in looking at. And what I do is definitely post a lot of technology focused videos and blog posts in the community. So this is about Edmodo, which I'll be doing a training in the fall on. These are the webinars that I have done. I did this webinar on Google Apps, this webinar on blogging, and this webinar actually on Google Hangouts. A lot of different information here. And then other teachers can, once you become a member, can come in and post information as well. And so going back to communities, you see that this is a community for instructional technologists. And so I belong to this community as well, and Google Teachers. And this one is specifically on Google Hangouts and education. And which brings me to this group, G plus Edu Hangout, which is a great community for you to join. And this is how you, as a teacher, can find other classes in which you can actually do projects and collaborative works with other classes with. And so you can get in this one and network with teachers to find those things. And one of them are great. Like this one teacher was having a veterinarian in his classroom, and so he created this actual Google form. This for teachers who wanted to join his classroom to see the veterinarian do his or her presentation. Then there is something called mystery hangouts, in which you will partner with another class and ask each other questions to sort of determine if with each other's location. So maybe you'll say, "Are you located near water?" In the color class, like yes. Uh, okay. Are you on the East Coast or the West Coast? And the goal is to be able to guess the location of the class, which is, and this is great because you're talking about teamwork. You're talking about geography and mapping skills, and so it is a great activity for teachers to use. And again, going back to communities, there are a lot of different communities for you to join, and that's a group for the mystery hangouts in which I spoke to you about. So you can go in and do that. Uh, let's go to Hangouts on Air. And what I love about on Hangouts on Air, these are Hangouts which are live broadcasts via your YouTube channel, and there is also a URL that you can click on and broadcast it live from a website. Uh, and it is phenomenal. And what it basically does is live broadcasts your Hangout and also records it, which will actually be automatically uploaded to your YouTube channel afterwards. Now, this is great if you have experts in, or if you are uh, doing something collaborative, or you want to do a quick training video, as I am doing now, but I'm actually doing this via QuickTime as a screencast. But my first training video, I actually used Google Hangouts to do that video. And so this shows you the future Hangouts that will be offered here. To start a live Hangout, you will do here. Now, not all Hangouts have to be streamed live. You can do a private Hangout, in which I'm going to show you after this. But this is how you will start a an on-air Google Hangout. Okay, I'm getting kind of okay. Now, the reason I clicked this Hangouts on Air to take you here is to not only show you where you can start an on-air Google Hangout, but as you can see here listed are a bunch of Hangouts that are already taking place right now. And these Hangouts, see, this is in Rio. And these Hangouts are on a variety of different topics. Some people play music. Some people discuss technology. Some radio shows, in fact, do they do a live broadcast this way, as well as broadcasting over the air. And so there are different. So this is a DJ, and he's doing his hangout right here. And so these are hangouts that you can actually, as you can see, they're taking place, and you can join if you are interested in doing so. And so this is a great option for you personally if someone is doing a hangout on, using technology in a language arts class or something. And so you can actually watch that hangout for your own professional development. Some of these hangouts, again, they have classes. I've seen hangouts where a foreign language teacher had her students at the bottom, and she was going over vocabulary, correct pronunciation, verb conjugation, things of that nature. And this is a great hangout. Those are great hangouts for you if you are a foreign language teacher, to actually show your students and have your students, learn. A great way to do that. Okay, so we are here. There's your profile. There is photos, any photos that you've uploaded. Pages, location. Don't worry about location because that your location. But if you click people, for example, these are suggestions of people for you to follow. Now, this is based upon your sort of bio, a lot of the subjects that you actually post, as well as connections to people that you have. So according to this, this is Jamie Vandergrift, who is an educational consultant. Uh, I follow her. She follows him. And out of the 27 people I follow, they also follow him. So Google Plus is recommending that I follow him because we follow some of the same people. Added you is these are people who have added me on Google Plus, but they are not in my circle. Now, you do not have to add people. Just because someone adds you doesn't mean you have to add them back. I do not add everyone back. I only do that for mostly 99% of the people that I add back are actually other educators, particularly those who are talking about using technology. But you do not have to follow them back. However, if you do want to do a hangout with that individual, you must have added them back. Hattiesburg Schools. So this is a list of people who, I said there's Ross. I guess this is personal account, but these are a listing of, and they're recommending people from Hattiesburg for me to follow. Capella University, which I'm an alumnus, so that's doing the same thing. So that's there. Again, go back to the profile. So let's go back to home. So if you want to find someone, there are two ways to find someone. You can go. So I'm going to put up this Eric Schenecker, right? So I know him. So if I typed up his name will pop up this way. Or you can put in someone's email address. So I'm going to type in my email address of my personal account. So I click that. Okay, for some reason it did not show me there. But trust me, you can use someone's email address to actually find them. Okay. So let's go back to home. This is your Google Plus feed here, and if you're on Facebook, then you're familiar with how they have these little tiles. It wasn't always that way, but if you go to more, you can actually click this, and it will give you one tile instead of going back and forth. So you'll have that information right here. Then you also have again, if you want to do searches, let's say you want to join a group on MacBook Pros. So what you would do is type in MacBook, and you see these different communities. They have the Air Pro users, so it's a MacBook Pro, and so this community is right here. And so all I have to do is just click join. And because this is an open community, it said welcome to the community, and now I'm in here. But if this were a closed private community, when you click on that, it will tell you that you would have to wait for the moderator to give you permission. So we're going back to home. So let me show you how a Hangout works. So I can either click this, and of course you can click restrict minors from joining this call, but I could click in my different circles, to a party invitation, public, or I can add in each specific individuals, as you see here. So I'm going to go cancel here. Now these Hangouts when you do it this way, are private hangouts, which means that only the 2 people or 2 or 3 people, or you can have up to 10 people in the hangout. The person who initiated plus 9 more, which is 10. If you are using an edu address, you have a total of 15 people. But only the people inside of the hangout will be able to see the hangout. It is private. It is not broadcast live. It is not uploaded to YouTube. It is just a private video versus doing the on air hangout. So another way to start a hangout, for example, is to click on the person's name, and when this pops up, you can click that to start a hangout. Now I'm calling Denise Wright, who is and she teaches online at state of South Carolina. She's currently not on, so I'm going to click this out. Now the reason I know she's not on is right here at the bottom. I do not see a green line. If there were a green line here, I would know that she was on, logged into Google Plus, and available to do a hangout. You will also see that here. Another way to start a hangout is, let me go to Ross Randall. We all know Ross Randall. So you go on his site, on his page, and you see all that information here, and where it says say hi to Ross. See, I could click that, and then this pops up again. And whoop, you saw that. So that was actually a private IM that I sent to Ross. But that information is right there. So let's go to On Air Hangouts again, so I can show you how to start a hangout, and then we can end this video. So what you would do is, if you want to start an on-air hangout, which again is broadcast live on your YouTube channel, you'll get a URL that you can put on a website to broadcast live, and then it's all automatically uploaded to your YouTube channel. You'll click Start an On-Air Hangout. You name your on-air hangout, anything you want to name. You put in the people you want to do it. So again, let me put in Ross Randall. You do that. And you can add, again, the people. And once you've done that, you've named it, you put in your people, you're going to click Start On Air Hangout. And once you're inside of that, it'll start to build to a refresh. You'll see it on the right. And in the right, somewhat in the middle, but not quite, you'll see a red tab that says start broadcast, and then you would click on that broadcast and start your hangout that way. So I'm going to go back to home, which you'll see again. This is where your feed sort of pops up and everything. You can click this down here to do a hangout again. It's like a hangout party or whatever. So I've shown you multiple ways you can start a hangout and on-air hangout. And so that's pretty much the function of how Google Plus and Google Hangouts work. What I will be doing, because of the time, I'll be doing another quick screencast video to show you exactly how you can use these hangouts in your classroom, in your school. Better yet, check out my webinar, because I talk about that with other educators. So I hope this video is useful to you. Please leave me a comment to let me know. Thank you.